Hi friends, so today's Bible reading slash studying is going to be Psalm 3 through 5. So we're just going to get right into it.
Psalm 3, a psalm of David, when he fled from his son Absalom. Lord, how many are my foes? How many rise up against me? Many are saying of me, God will not deliver him. But you, Lord, are a shield around me, my glory, the one who lifts my head high. I call out to the Lord, and he answers me from his holy mountain. I lie down and sleep. I wake again because the Lord sustains me. I will not fear though tens of thousands assail me on every side. Arise, Lord, deliver me, my God. Strike all my enemies on the jaw. Break the teeth of the wicked. From the Lord comes deliverance. May your blessing be on your people. Psalm 4. For the director of music, with stringed instruments, a psalm of David. Answer me when I call to you, my righteous God. Give me relief from my distress. Have mercy on me and hear my prayer. How long will you people turn my glory into shame? How long will you love delusions and seek false gods? Know that the Lord has set apart his faithful servant for himself. The Lord hears when I call to him. Tremble and do not sin. When you are on your bed, search your hearts and be silent. Offer the sacrifices of the righteous and trust in the Lord. Many, Lord, are asking, who will bring us prosperity? Let the light of your face shine on us. Fill my heart with joy when their grain and new wine abound. In peace, I will lie down and sleep. For you alone, Lord, make me dwell in safety. Psalm 5. For the director of music, 4 pipes, a psalm of David. Listen to my words, Lord. Consider my lament. Hear my cry for help, my King and my God. For to you I pray. In the morning, Lord, you hear my voice. In the morning, I lay my requests before you and wait expectantly. For you are not a God who is pleased with wickedness. With you, evil people are not welcome. The arrogant cannot stand in your presence. You hate all who do wrong. You destroy those who tell lies. The bloodthirsty and deceitful, you, Lord, detest. But I, by your great love, can come into your house. In reverence, I bow down toward your holy temple. Lead me, Lord, in your righteousness. Because of my enemies, make your way straight before me. Not a word from their mouth can be trusted. Their heart is filled with malice. Their throat is an open grave. With their tongues they tell lies. Declare them guilty, O God. Let their intrigues be their downfall. Banish them for their many sins, for they have rebelled against you. But let all who take refuge in you be glad. Let them ever sing for joy. Spread your protection over them, that those who love your name may rejoice in you. Surely, Lord, you bless the righteous. You surround them with your favor as with a shield. Psalm 6.
Okay, so this is actually short, so I'm going to read some extra stuff. There is some commentary, so I'm going to read that. It says, David's fight for his son Absalom prompt his psalms to in his turmoil, David expressed confidence in the Lord as a shield around him. The small shield of leather or metal was carried by a warrior for protection against an enemy sword or spear. Like this shield, God protects his people. Paul described the shield of faith as providing our protection against the power of evil. Then it says, the poet's faith and trust in God is expressed in this psalm. The sacrifice of the righteous are those offered with the right attitude. The assurance of God's protection comes to those who put their trust in him, and he is the true source of security in an insecure world. It says, experiencing God's great love. is the primary benefit of faith in him. God's love must be set in the context of his covenant to emphasize the consistency and fidelity of his love for his people. Through the great love, God promises forgiveness, compassion, and blessings. His benefits are guaranteed to be unceasing. Such faith leads the believers to reverence the Lord in obedience. Joy, protection, and blessing surround those who put their faith in the Lord. The large shield was designed to protect the entire body. Now, there's something here that says the choice between life and death. And then it's broken down. There's only 3 of each. The way of life and the way of death. So, number 1, the way of life is to avoid destructive relationships. The way of death is experience instability. Number 2, the way of life, delight continually in God's word. The way to death, experience defeat and isolation. Number 3, the way of life, achieve stability and productivity. The way of death, experience separation from God. So basically what I'm hearing here is stay close to the godly people in your life. Stay close to your word. Avoid instability, avoid isolation, avoid separation from God, and you are good. It says more than possessions. This is about prosperity, okay? It says God's desire for his children is to prosper in all things, and he promises prosperity to the godly. Biblical prosperity, however, means more than financial wealth and material possessions. True prosperity is total well-being and dependent on a lifestyle of righteousness. Excuse me. The righteous who meditate faithfully on God's word are those who prosper abundantly. Prosperity from God is reserved for those who do the will of God, keeping his statutes, his commandments, his judgment, and his testimony. Strength and courage, as well as prosperity, are offered to all who fulfill the statute and judgments of the Lord. I hope I'm saying the right word. Those who live God's way are in position to receive God's help and blessing. While the Lord rejoices in the prosperity of his children, he also warns believers about its danger. As God's children enjoy the blessing of a prosperous life, they naturally tend to forget the source of their blessing and begin to rely on their possessions. This includes intangible possessions such as family, intelligence, or talent, for their identity, ability, and security. Christians are reminded to recognize always that it is God who gives the power to acquire material prosperity. Jesus taught that material possessions are not a measure of a person's value or spiritual worthiness. Paul warned against a pursuit of prosperity as a person's primary motive or love. Christians should depend entirely on the Lord to provide all their needs and should give him thanks as he does. So, I don't think I can say it any better. Everything you have, talent, money, family, all of it is thanks to God. And as long as you keep that in mind, as long as you put God first, those blessings, that prosperity, all of that will continue. But the minute that you lose focus, that you have these things because of God, and you start focusing on the things, on the people, that's when you're losing sight of the real gift, the real blessing, the real joy. So that's all I've got for you today. I hope you enjoyed this. As always, if you like it, give it a thumbs up, Share it to your stories. Maybe someone needs this message. Maybe someone's going through something and they need to hear this word. And I'll be back. I want to say tomorrow, but who knows? I'll be back soon. Love you guys.